Lesson 27. Beginning the analytic process. In this topic, you will learn how to access Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition to create an analysis. This topic will cover the general navigation to start with the analytic process. To log into Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition and begin creating an analysis, perform the following. Step 1. Navigate to the Oracle Business Intelligence sign-in page and sign in. In a browser window, enter the HTTP localhost. In this case, this is your computer name, and if your software is on a server, you enter the server name here and the port number. And after the /, you will type analytics. The Oracle Business Intelligence sign-in page appears, and this is where you enter your user ID and password. So, in order to demonstrate how you sign in for the first time, which we know you've already seen from previous lessons, this is what your homepage will look like. You type in WebLogic, and you type in the password is auto-populated because I saved it in memory of the browser I'm using, and then you click on sign in. You are presented with either a personal dashboard or the home page. The home page is a task-oriented, centralized workspace combined with a global header, allowing access to Oracle BI Enterprise Edition objects, their respective editors, help documentation, and so on. Throughout Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition, common icons have been employed for objects. This icon, as an example, is an icon which represents an analysis. Then the dashboard icon looks as such. So at any point in time when you come across icons which look like this, just know that this is an icon of a dashboard. Then we have a dashboard prompt. This is an example of a dashboard prompt. So far I've just shown you at a high level what kind of icons you can come across as you do your work. And this icon here is a good example of an icon that represents a scorecard. To the left, this section here, we have what is termed as new tasks. So this allows you to create a new task. Then below it, starting from browser manage, this is where you manage the catalog. And below that, you have a section that provides you additional help and other Oracle Business Intelligence tools and links. Now, when you click on analysis, the select subject area pop-up appears. A subject area contains columns that represent information about the areas of an organization's business or about groups of users within an organization. When you create a new analysis, this subject area is known as the primary subject area and will appear in the subject areas pane of the analysis editor. If you, as you work, you find you need more data, you can add additional subject areas if they are available for the primary subject area and if you have permission to access those additional subject areas. Click on Paint. The next screen shows an analysis editor. When you examine the analysis editor, you will notice that the analysis editor is composed of tabs and different panes, including those that represent the subject areas and columns available in those different areas, and selected columns for the analysis and filters. At this point, we'll go ahead and demonstrate how to create a simple analytic report and then add a graph to it. So from the time dimension table, I will pick the year, and then I'll scroll down. From the products, I'll pick the brand, and then from the fact table, I will pick dollars. Then I'll check the results. So this is kind of how an analysis looks like. This reports the year, brand, and the dollars associated with that brand. So assuming that we wanted to filter out the results and only show results for the year 2006, we would go back to the criteria, go to the properties of the dimension table column, time, and then choose filter. You can type in the year that you want to filter the results on, or you can use the drop down box to check the year that you desire, and then you click OK. You will notice that in the filters pane a new filter has been added, which shows that the grade year is equal to or is in 2006, and then you click on results. So that filters out the other results which you do not want to see. And if we wanted to make our analysis appear a little bit more fancy, we can even go ahead and add a graph to it. So go to new, add a very basic graph since we're just introducing this subject, bar, and we choose vertical bars. Take a few moments to populate the graphs. So you will notice that the software has automatically grouped the different dollars in increments of 300, and then it has also separated out the products in the year, and so you can easily read them separately. That is how you create a simple analysis and also filter the results. What if we wanted to create selection steps for our analysis? What would we do? We will go down here where the selection steps reading pane is being hidden, and you expand it, and this will expose all the different columns that you've used to create your report. Now, before we go applying a selection step, I would like to share a few words about it. Unlike filters that are applied before the analysis is aggregated, selection steps are applied after the analysis is aggregated. Selection steps only affect the members displayed, not the resulting aggregate values. So selection steps are per column and cannot cross columns. While measure columns appear in the selection steps pane, you cannot create steps for them. So we'll go ahead and start over by hovering over the first item, and then we'll click on the pencil icon. The edit member step dialog box appears. We'll click the move all shuttle icon to move all the members from available to selected. But then we realize that we only want to select only a few of these, or maybe just 2 of these, so we can select the items that we don't want and remove them, and then we click OK. So you will notice that the result sets have changed. Removing 2007 and 2008 from your total results. Let's review the graph. Notice that we have results for enterprise for 2006 throughout, but we do not have 2007 and 2008. That is kind of how selection steps work. We can click the minus to restore down the selection panes, so we can view the full report of both the table and the graph. At a high level, this is how you kind of create reports in the business intelligence analytics, how you can apply a filter to them as well as selection steps. We'll return to our home page, and we want to leave the page, and we're not going to save any of the results because that was just a sample to show the beginning of the analytic process. I look forward to showing you more in lesson 28, and we'll show more details on how you can work with pivot tables, gauges, master detail, and linking of views as we proceed in the lesson. Thank you for watching, and we'll be seeing you soon.